Hey, what is up, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be going through this entire box of video games that I just got. Now, the box itself, pretty massive, and that's because I got a whole bunch of games here. So it started with me uh, going over on Facebook Marketplace. I found a listing. Um, for $25, someone was selling 50 games, mostly sports games, and a bunch of um, you know, exercise games as well. Like a lot of, I guess, shovelware is the accurate term. But I opted to get it anyways because hey, I got all these sports games for 25 bucks. That sounds, 50 cents a piece. That is, that's an amazing deal. And when I got to the seller's house, the seller actually offered me a whole bunch more extra games for an additional $10. So I think it was like another 40 games or almost another 40 games that he offered me. More almost double the amount of um, almost double the amount of games that I was originally getting for is what I ended up walking away with. Like I haven't even counted how many in here, but it is quite a bit. There's a good mix of uh, of of games here and of console games, I should say. I got some Wii games here. I got one Wii U game here. I got some PS3 games, PS2 games, Xbox 360. Yeah. Now the question is, of course, is um, not only do the games work, but also are the game inside the correct one? Now you can already tell that quite a few of these are just duplicates, and in fact, I actually have quite a number of, actually have quite a few here. Like Connect Adventures, I already have that, and NHL 14 also have that. By the way, yeah, the NHL 14, it is considered like this game is considered like the best like NHL game, from my understanding. Like a lot of people really like this one, especially since the next game after it was not very well received. But yeah, as you can see right here, it's actually a sealed copy. It says here a purchased product from the EA experience. Reselling this game is strictly prohibited. Well, too bad. I already bought it. What are you gonna do? Arrest me? Yeah. So that's the first game. Yeah, I'll just put that to the side. I actually just cleaned it earlier. Just make sure that it's disinfected. You really don't know where these games have been. I've been told that it was like in some storage room, but that you don't know what kind of condition that room is in. But anyways, next up, I got two copies here of. Actually, yeah, I got two copies here of Connect Adventures. I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is two copies. Let's see. Yep, two copies. Oh, what? Wait, what's this? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I expect this video is going to go on for quite some time, so I will be skimming over some of this stuff. Yeah, okay, that's just the manual. For some reason, there's a giant A on the logo. I don't know why, but whatever. Yeah, I will be skimming this just for the sake of speeding things up, especially since I don't even know how many games there are. Like, yeah. Oh, I got okay. There's an Xbox Live Gold card. Yeah, there's Xbox Live Gold, which I'll be curious to see if I actually have a if the seller actually left the card in here, left some Xbox Live Gold subscription cards in here. That'd be nice. So yeah, that's three now. Next up, another NHL game. This one's actually, this is the worst case that I have. It's a bit. You can clearly tell that it's busted for whatever reason. Also comes with like a 48 trial for Xbox Live, but I doubt the code. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, there's no even code. There's no code inside, and yeah, there's a bit of water damage too, which is obviously not good. Water damage is like the absolute worst that can happen because, um, yeah, you never know what kind of damage, um, how extensive the damage is. But yeah, that's NHL 07. That's 2 NHL games now. Let's go through all the NHL games. Okay, here's NHL 9. Okay. Okay, again, a little bit of mild water damage it seems on the manual, but aside from that, it looks okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, let's try to go console by console as best as I can. So let's go through the 360 stuff. I got Madden NFL 12 here. I actually got a copy already of this game, but I ended up trading it earlier this year at a gaming store. I think I barely got $1 for it, but actually no. Yeah, you know what? I think I got like $1 for it or something. Probably less than that. I mean, these sports games are a dime a dozen, really. That's also why the person selling this sold it for dirt cheap too. Like, he just wanted to get rid of these, no doubt. Now, I will say one sports game franchise I actually do care about: Tiger Woods PGA Tour. I think it was like '08 or the '09 version I had many years ago. I actually enjoyed that one on PS2. So don't I think this is the only golf game that they have in this pile. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You never know. I think this is the newest game. Yeah, this is the newest Xbox 360 game. Newest NBA game they've got here. NBA 2K15 with music by Pharrell Williams. I'm not a music guy, so I have no idea. And of course, having been released in in the mid 2010s, there's Kinect support, which was when Microsoft was really trying to push that feature, and it ended up tanking the Xbox platform in general. Like, it really did. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball 2K7. Unless I'm mistaken, this franchise is long dormant. Like, they haven't, like, the only like baseball game we have nowadays is like MLB The Show. I have no idea what happened. I guess they just couldn't compete. Speaking of couldn't compete, we got FIFA Soccer 11 over here. Of course, this was right before they decided to abandon the soccer in the title because, just to, I guess, keep it short, but also, FIFA is just a much more recognizable name, and when it's like the same reason that people stop calling it Gears of War. Just call it Gears. But also, in the countries that the sport is popular in, it's called football. So having it be called soccer might leave a bad taste in some people's mouths. Though I will say, I definitely prefer the word football a little better, since that's exactly what it is. I don't know why they decided to call it soccer. Next up is actually a racing game, MotoGP 06. IGN.com, Best of E3 2006, Best Racing Game. Oh yeah, it's done by THQ. Before those guys went belly up. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, and Fight Night Round 4 by EA Sports. Yeah, I actually had the third Fight Night Round 3, which I did a video on. I actually traded that copy in earlier this year. Just clearing out the collection. Oh, whoa, what's this? There's a red envelope. HSBC. What? Okay, is there any Chinese? Okay, this is interesting. Is there anything in here? Nope. Just a random envelope. Okay, that's weird. I'm just gonna get that out of there. But yeah, when did this game come out? Oh, 2009. Okay, yeah. And okay, I think that's it for the 360 games. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all the Xbox 360 games. Like, how many I have here? Um, I got okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. That's 12 Xbox 360 games. Let's move on. Now let's move on to like the PlayStation 2 stuff. First of all, we got High School Musical. Sing It. I remember seeing a whole bunch of these High School Musical games at Dollarama for just $2 many, many years ago. They're just sitting there because, well, because even though High School Musical was a big thing at one point, um, ultimately, I guess the games were just cynical cash grabs, really. And of course, they released this game on the PS2, the most popular system, since that since a lot of people still had them, especially since the PS3 wasn't doing so well at the time. And oh yeah, it works with the also supports the Logitech microphone, a gimmick that is long since past. I'm actually curious, like what other games these days actually use the microphone, like for because I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Like maybe Just Dance, but that's more of a dancing game. But yeah, so here we have the inside. We got the big fat manual over here. Actually, no, two manuals. I think one of them's English and one of them is French. That's usually how it is. But yeah, that's High School Musical. Sing It. Oh yeah, and it also supports the SingStar USB microphone. I honestly never. I always growing up with the PS2, like I always wondered what it'd be like to have those microphones. But now as an adult, I'm like, I don't need that in my house. Next up, we got two copies of NBA Live 2005. Yeah, one of which uh, from is bearing the old GameStop or sorry EB Games price tag. So here's the inside of the first one. Here's the inside of the second one. Okay. So this one, I know which copy I'm getting rid of now. Yeah, this one does not have a manual, but this one does. I actually had this game many, many years ago before I traded it. I was kind of flip flopping on whether or not I should buy this. Ended up buying it and only trying it once. If I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it back in the day with these sports games. But hopefully, you never know if I change my mind now for some of them. I just recently got into like the Tony Hawk games. Like I just started playing them, so we'll see. Next up, NBA 2K3. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah. Before I forget, yeah, this was when EA was still making NBA games. Like they stopped doing it after a while, and I think they tried to come back, but they couldn't. They just couldn't compete. Specifically with the 2K franchise, which was then owned by Sega before it got sold off to like I believe it was 2K Take Two Interactive or something. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but I know 2K is like its own big thing right now. And yeah, so this is a 2K3 or short for 2K 2003. No manual, just the disc. Next up, I actually went in reverse order. NBA. Oh, this is NBA Live 2002. Yeah, nothing really special here. Gonna be honest, I barely even know who the players are for most of them. Next up, NBA 2K6. Okay, I've been alternating quite a bit here from between EA and the 2K Sports. But yeah, okay, we got 2K. Okay, no manual, but I do have like this game registration. I don't know what this is all about, but whatever. Wait, is that Shaq O'Neal? I think I recognize him. Whatever. Next up, EA Sports NHL 04. I can't remember which game it was, but around this one of the games at the released around this time, uh, it was when like I think EA started to get nervous because the competition at the time released the game at like $20, and then EA started panicking, so they actually had to put more effort into their games. Can't remember which one it was exactly though. Next up, NBA Shootout. 989 Sports. Have no idea. I mean, it's officially licensed by the NBA, but I have no idea what. I have no idea what this is all about. Like, or what what the origins of this game is. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. Yeah. So for those of you who don't remember, um, the PlayStation 2 would occasionally use these blue discs. And that was because these blue discs were a dual layered. They basically doubled the capacity of the discs, since some games just could not fit on a regular size disc, and some developers opted to um, to just use it instead of just using two discs. So that was interesting. Next up, okay, this one's interesting. This is FIFA World Cup Germany 2006. Like, yeah, this was so before EA would release their own I'm not sure. Is this actually just FIFA 06? Because I always got confused, if as to whether these were just their own separate releases. Because I think they did do this, but then at some point they just decided, you know what, we'll just release the World Cup add-on content as like DLC to our existing FIFA games, instead of making consumers buy a completely different game altogether. Next up, World Soccer's winning 11-9. Yeah, so for those of you unaware, this is what Pro Evolution Soccer used to be called before they decided to just. I think that's what happened. They transitioned to the Pro Evolution Soccer title at some point, and yeah, this is basically it. This is like one of the last entries that use that name, and yeah. So that's basic. So that's it for the PS2 games. I have. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, hang on. Yeah, 10. 10. I got 10 games here, one of which is just a duplicate. So, um, that's about 22 so far, I think. So let's go through the rest. Let's go through the Wii games next. I got 2 copies of EA Active Personal Trainer. I have no idea who this person is. But one of them is actually, yeah, one of these, it looks like is a. I think one. No, okay, never mind. I thought one of them was sealed. But yeah, this was one of those fitness games for the Wii that was for which a lot of companies try to really capitalize on because of the system's success. So if we take a look inside, that's just a disc. I think this one's got the manual, so I'm gonna keep this one. Actually, you know what? I think I actually have 3 copies. Oh wow, yeah, I do have 3 copies of the same game. My goodness. Yeah, this one's got a manual too, so I'll probably figure out which one's the best later. But yeah, that's 3 Wii titles, all duplicates. And then we have the sequel here. Again, I have no idea who these people are. I don't know if they're just random actors they plastered on top, but going to the back here, you can use the Wii balance board, and yeah, same with this game too. You got the Wii balance board and the nunchuck, and then this game is just the Wii balance board and just the Wii remote itself, and there's no manual. Okay. Next up, we have Dance Workout. This is actually a sealed copy. Dance to hit songs: Lady Gaga, Just Dance, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, and a bunch of others. A bonus 7-day gold gym pass inside. I don't know what the heck that is, but I'm pretty sure that's long gone now. Yeah, 30 songs here. This is basically just this is just it's even published by Ubisoft. This is Just Dance before. Oh, this was 2006. Oh, no, 2010. Like, yeah, this was. Yeah, this is like a franchise adjacent to Just Dance, was what I'm gonna assume. Next up, Your Shapes by Ubisoft, featuring Jenny McCarthy. I have no idea who that is. Project your workout on. Hmm, hang on a second. Oh, okay. They actually have a cam. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I think they had a camera bundled here, but obviously, I don't have that here, so sucks for me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's a French manual here, unfortunately. No English. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Next up is just two duplicate copies of Wii Fit Plus, which a game I already own. So yeah, I'm not. Actually, you know what? I can't even remember if I still have my copies. Maybe I do, but yeah. For those of you who don't know, or somehow don't know, like Nintendo was like really into the whole exercise aspect of the Wii back in the day, and they even went so far as release, and they still are to some extent, with the like they even released the Wii Fit U for the Wii U, and what was it? I can't remember what that game was. They released something for Switch. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was an exercise game. I do know for a fact that the Wii Fit and its successor Wii Fit Plus sold very well. But then, of course, what ended up happening was people stopped using them, and now we have a whole bunch of them just sitting around at like thrift stores, along with the Wii Balance Board as well. And I've been meaning to get a Wii Balance Board myself too. It's just I don't want to because A, it takes up space, and B, you don't know where those Wii Balance boards or who's been using those Wii Balance boards. It's might may not be in the most sanitary places. But next up, oh yeah, actually, before I forget, yeah, the Biggest Loser challenge. Now, this was a popular TV show back in the day, and it says here 1 free month membership, $20 value. Yeah, okay. To live the Biggest Loser lifestyle, go to biggestloser.com. This was a popular show back then, but in recent times, it's actually come out that that the things that they were promoting ended up being very unhealthy for the people on the show, and it also didn't help that, as it turned out, one of the contestants actually came forward and said that they actually wanted the showrunners wanted them to actually gain weight to make their loss seem much more the weight loss seem much more greater than it actually was, and some people, they ended up regaining a lot of that weight back, because ultimately, losing this is a lot. You can't just for you to be healthy. That has to be like there has to be like a massive change in lifestyle. Like, it can't be like a short. You can't just go on a TV show and suddenly it's like at the end it's all a fairy tale ending. No, life keeps going on. Life keeps going on. Anyways, let's handle. Okay. Oh my God, I got four. Wait. Yeah, I got 4 copies of the same game. Oh my goodness, what the heck is going on here? Oh, and it's not even. Oh my goodness, the game is. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, this case is a little busted here. So look. Okay. All right. Got to figure out what to do with those. This one is this is a sealed copy of Glee Karaoke Revolution, microphone included, but obviously this is a used copy, so I don't have a microphone. And for some reason, it's being published by Konami. That is so weird. Like, Konami, a Japanese company. The same guys who did Metal Gear and Bomberman. Like, that's so odd. Sing to chart-topping hits from Season 1. Includes exclusive performance for Can't Fight This Feeling. Okay. I'm assuming this is just another Just Dance adjacent sort of game. It's kind of sad. I've never watched Glee, but I do know one of the actors unfortunately tragically died young, and that's all I really know about it. Next up, Disney Sing It. Okay, I'm assuming this is Hannah Montana. We got Zac Efron over there. I don't know who. Yeah, I'm assuming this is Hilary Duff, but I don't know. I'm not sure who everyone else is, sadly. And this case has clearly been water damaged because, my goodness, you can clearly see it. It's all black at the top. Requires a Logitech microphone. Okay, well, I can't even play this game even if I wanted to, but yeah. Yet another shameless cash-in. Oh my goodness. There's even water inside. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Why is... Yeah, what is up with what's up with the... Ew, yeah, that disc. What's going on here? I think it... Yeah, it looks like water damage. That's not good. Hopefully it's still... I'm hoping most of the games still work. Like... okay, I think that's all for the Wii games. Oh yeah, that's it for the Wii games. Let's see how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14. 14. At least four or five of which are just duplicates. So yeah, that's closer to like 8 or 9, I guess. But yeah, in terms of the number of games, that's 14 plus 10, that's 24. 24 plus 24 plus 12. That's 26. 30. I'm up to 36 now. So let's see how many more I got. This is the only Wii U game I've got in this box. Disney Infinity 2.0. I actually already own this. So yeah, this is obviously gonna have to go. I will give credit where credit is due. It is nice that it supports all these different control schemes. That's awesome. Such a shame what happened to the franchise, though. It really is. Although I will say I am glad. Thankfully, it sort of worked out in the long run for Avalanche because they ended up being revived, and they actually made a Cars game where they actually reused a lot of assets from Disney Infinity, and then they went on to make Hogwarts Legacy, which has done very well. But yeah, that's the only Wii U game I've got. 37 games, I think. But yeah, let's actually... I got 3 more consoles to go here. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll go with the PS3 stuff next, since that's the next largest one. FIFA Soccer 10, already have that already showed that off for 360. So, yeah, this is just a different console version of the same game. Madden 07. I believe I had this game as a kid, but don't remember exactly. I think it was for PS2, actually. NHL 11 also comes with a playable demo of NHL Arcade, which I don't think I can get anymore. I don't even know if the... Yeah, okay, let's see here. Activate your... Oh, that's right. This was when EA was trying to push that whole online pass BS, and a lot of people really didn't like it. And thankfully they got rid of it because it was just an unnecessary expense for a lot of people, since you're already paying for online multiplayer on Xbox 360 at the time. So for them to actually charge another $10 is just awful. So yeah, that's NHL 10 and 11. But I also have 3 copies of NHL 12 here, which, my goodness. Oh wait, no, I also have another copy of NHL 10 as well. And what do you know? 40 cents. That's interesting. I am curious as to why this person had like multiple copies. I'm assuming he had like multiple consoles set up, and just I guess maybe he did like LAN parties, but I wouldn't know for certain. But all I know is he's got quite a few duplicates here. And yeah, we got NHL 12 up next. Like 3 copies of this game. My good, yeah. No NHL 13 for some reason, which is weird. Like what? Okay, there's NHL 12 again. All include playable demos of. Playable demos of any. Oh, you know what? Yeah, maybe I think I know why now. Because NHL 13 has NHL Arcade like built into it. That's probably why. Like, oh wait, this is empty. Oh well, this is just great. Great. Well, yeah. Well, okay. Well, you know what? At least now I have a spare case I can use to put other games inside. I guess. Still sucks though. And okay, on further inspection, I got NHL 09. Okay. Oh, and there's a receipt in here too. According to this receipt, this was purchased from Blockbuster. Oh my goodness. And whoever bought this also bought a bunch of Cadbury eggs as well for some reason. Yeah, paid $60 for this game back in September 13th, 2008. This was exactly 17 years ago. My goodness. And it was bought. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to keep that inside because why not? I can always just get rid of it. Okay. Another copy of FIFA 10, which I already have. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. Soccer 12. Yeah. FIFA Soccer 12. Which I previously had, but then I traded it. But now I have it back. Let's see here. Let's go with FIFA 14. Now this was a very interesting game. Again, I also had this game too before, but what made this game specifically interesting was that it was one of the very few games that got released across 3 generations of PlayStation consoles. It got a release on the PS2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 in 2013. It was actually one of the very last PS2 games ever released, next to Pro Evolution Soccer 2013. Oh, sorry, 2014. And yeah, it's so fascinating that they made like that many entries on PlayStation 2 just because of how successful it is. And right now, the PlayStation 4 is approaching the same number of entries. Like we started back in 2013 on PS4, I believe, with this very game, and now we're like 11 games in, and would not surprise me if they went all the way up until 2030. It would not. It honestly wouldn't. They could honestly do it if they wanted to. It's just a matter of if Sony is willing to let them publish the game on PS4. And speaking of PS4, like it'd be pretty cool if the PS6, whenever that comes out, is backwards compatible with PS4 games. That would be really nice. But we'll see. We'll see. Next up, yeah, NHL 14. This is considered like the best NHL game. I just showed you a copy of the 360 version. This is the PS3 version, and unfortunately, does not include NHL Arcade on it. Bummer, which is a bit of a bummer, but and the case is a little busted too. Okay, so I got to be careful with that. I might actually just swap. You know what? I might actually just swap out this case for the NHL 12 one, though. I guess I don't want to mess with this sticker. But yeah, Okay. So we were just talking about FIFA 14. Um, yeah. So this is FIFA World Cup Brazil 2014. So this was released around the same time as. Remember what I said earlier? They would release like multiple FIFA games in the same year. Well, this is basically multiple sports games in the same year. Yeah, this is it. And interestingly enough, this was exclusive to last gen hardware until eventually uh, until FIFA relented and ended up releasing this as DLC for the next gen version of FIFA 14 for some reason. But yeah, here's the inside. Uh, you got the world. Obviously, this was like the World Cup in Brazil, and of course, Brazil ended up hosting the Olympics 2 years later, which didn't necessarily go so well. But that's a story for another day. Okay, let's. Oh my goodness! Okay. I stand corrected. It looks like I did have NHL 13 here, but yeah, let's actually quickly go through some of these since a lot of them are just duplicates. So yeah, I got yet another copy of NHL 12 again. That's copy number 4, and 3 copies now that actually have the game inside. NBA Live 08. Okay, nothing special. FIFA Soccer 09. There's even a receipt in here too. It's a bit faded, but according to this, whoever bought this in March 14th, 2009 for $49.99. Okay. Sega Sports something. Sega Sports I don't know what that is, but I have no idea what that is, but $24.96. They paid the $3 guarantee, and with a total of like $91.48 after tax. My goodness. I'll just leave that in there. It's always cool. It's always cool whenever you find a receipt. You know, it's a bit of a time capsule into what that person may may have been doing at the time. You know, like did they buy this game like brand new? Did they buy it used? It's always fascinating to me. Next up, we have Pro Evolution Soccer 2008, or PES for short. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like Winning 11, that is eventually transitioned to Pro Evolution Soccer, and Pro Evolution Soccer eventually became eFootball, which now constantly gets like yearly updates as opposed to just giving, you know, doing a release every single year, which is what FIFA should be doing, but they're not. But you know that's. But hey, whatever. You know they're making money. They're making money. It's like a guaranteed $1 billion every year for them. And on the topic of EA, they're actually, as of recording of this video, they're actually close to negotiating a deal that would take the company private. They're potentially being bought out by the American president's son-in-law, technically, which is so wild when you think about it. But yeah, we got another copy of the Brazil of the Brazil World Cup. Another receipt. Okay, that's interesting. This was bought on June 10th, 2014. Bought for $50. So that's interesting. Yeah, remember when games used to cost $50? I vaguely remember, but that was such a long time ago now. Okay, more again with the NHL 12. My goodness, it's like four copies that are five copies with four in the box. My goodness. And this is good. Comes with NHL Arcade on the disc, which is awesome. It's yeah, that's awesome. Okay, here's the online pass. I don't know if there's anything else in here. But, yeah. I mean, the online pass is irrelevant now, so whatever. We got advertisement for FIFA 13 here, and Madden NFL 13. Oh shoot. Okay, I better claim that code. Okay, so as it turns out, it's actually on a code. Yeah, it's a code. So let's see. Is there an expiration date on this? No, there's not. Hopefully I can claim this. Hopefully I can claim this. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool if the code was still valid, but we'll see. Next up, another copy of NHL 14. Another duplicate copy. Nothing special. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I got a bunch of NBA games here. A couple duplicates. Okay, let's actually sort it out. Let's actually try to separate it here a bit. Okay, I got NBA 2K9. I got NBA 2K11. I gotta say, I really love the blue. Sorry, not the blue. Well, yes, I actually do like the blue for the PlayStation Move logo at the top corner there, but I also love the red here. It really looks nice. I've never actually I'm actually curious now as to how the PlayStation Move actually works on these games. I got 2 copies here of NBA 2K12. This was, I believe, the last NBA game released on the PS2. I know this is a PS3 copy, but I just felt it was necessary to mention that since they kept releasing those games on PS2 despite how many years it had been since the PS3 was out. They were literally like a couple entries away from accomplishing what FIFA had done and releasing it across 3 generations. But yeah, there's 2. Yeah. Next up we have NBA 2K13, executive produced by Jay-Z, a very famous musician apparently, whose music I don't think I've heard or. Yeah, but there's the inside. Nothing special. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Did I? Oh, wow. There's 3 copies. 3 copies of NBA 2K12. My goodness. Okay. Okay, that's... Yeah, 2K12. Okay. And then we have NBA 2K14. Also on PS3. Okay, and the disc is loose. That's just great. Gotta be careful here. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, there we go. Who's that? Okay. Yeah, okay. Madden NFL 11. Yeah, I noticed there's quite a bit of overlap in terms of the games they have. Like they would have NBA 2K14 on PS3, but then the 2K15 version is on Xbox 360 for some reason. A little weird. Then we have NBA 07 full HD 1080p. Yeah, okay. If that's really true, I remember Digital Foundry actually did a video on all the 1080p games released on PS3, and some of them, not so great. I'm not sure if this is one of those that is either really good or not very good. But okay, this one actually has some cover art on the back. That's really nice. But now we're finally getting close to the end of the PS3 here. We got Marvel Superhero Squad Comic Combat for the PlayStation 3. Requires the U-Draw game tablet, which is basically a this was basically what the Wii U was before the Wii U released, and it basically killed THQ. It really did, because it completely bombed. They lost, I think, over like $100 million on this concept, and that's what ultimately killed the company, sadly. And why a lot of why THQ Nordic, why we have the word Nordic in the title in the bottom next to THQ nowadays, since a company called Nordic Games ended up buying a lot of THQ properties. Next up, Virtua Tennis 3 by Sega. I don't know. Is that? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not really too familiar with tennis, but I know that's Roger Federer, very famous tennis player back in the day. I think he's retired now. But yeah, this was done by Sega, and I think they're doing another entry. I can't remember if they did or not. But yeah, this is a tennis game. And with that, that's basically it for all the PlayStation 3 games. Let me see if I'm gonna have to count them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So that's 33 games. Wow, that's 33 games. Um, on top of the other 36. That's 39. That's 69. I'm up to 69 games now. Holy smokes. And yes, I can see how that's how the number 69 is funny. But anyways, let's get to the PlayStation 4 stuff, because yeah, surprisingly there's some PS4 stuff here. So let's see here. We got let's go with we got NHL 15 for the PS4, which for a lot of people was a massive downgrade from the previous game, because just of how lacking it was in features. It felt more like a demo than an actual proper game, which is a bit unfortunate. Uh, you always want the best. You would think that with the jump to next gen would mean that the game would just get better, but unfortunately that didn't appear to be the case for this game specifically. Next up, NHL 18, and oh my goodness, the water damage. The water damage is just awful here. It includes an all-new mode, NHL 3. Don't know what that's about, but yeah, okay. That's hopefully the disc actually loads up at the very least. I suppose the one benefit of buying these games physically is that you don't have to deal with like it getting taken off the EA service, the EA Play service that they have now. But of course, the problem is that they also take down the servers after a couple years. So like, aside from offline play, you're basically getting a very neutered version of these games. Next, okay, I got 3 games here. I got NHL 19, which I actually have already through Games with Gold on Xbox, and on, though it is nice to have it on a PS4 now. But I will say though, I was kind of hoping to get the bundle, which also includes like FIFA 19. I don't know for those of you who live outside Canada, but we did get a bundle that included NHL 19 and FIFA 19 in one package. But that package specifically is a bit weird, because like they basically just took the logo for NHL 19, slapped it on the top half, and then the other game is on the bottom half. And then like you look inside, and they don't even have like a proper second disc tray. It's just like 2 discs like crammed into the box, which is not great. So yeah, that's NHL 19. No NHL 17 as far as I can tell yet. NHL 20. I don't know, what is that? Toronto Maple Leafs. Yes, the team that hasn't won a game since like 67. My goodness. I mean, who knows? Maybe it will happen in my lifetime, but we'll see. We'll see. Probably not for a very long time, but a man can dream, right? Next up, NHL 21. I believe I had this game at some point, but then I traded it. But can't remember off the top of my head right anymore. Or no, I can't. I think I had it installed at some point on my Xbox, but I just can't remember. Maybe I think I did, but then because I know I had at least a couple other NHL games before, but then I traded them. Next up is okay. This is actually a baseball game, MLB The Show 16, and it's sealed too, which is nice. Although the game is loose, so that's a bit unfortunate. I'll probably have to open it anyways. But yeah, this is a franchise that has been PlayStation exclusive for almost like 20 whole years, and then finally Sony was forced to make the game on other platforms because otherwise the MLB was not willing to sign with them anymore. And so that's how we got Xbox ports of MLB as well as Nintendo Switch versions as well. And funny enough, they released a Switch version of the most recent game, but not a PS4 version. That's a bit weird. Like historically, these games last pretty long. They get very extensive releases on old platforms, like including the PlayStation Portable, PS2, and the Vita. But I guess it just wasn't worth it anymore for them. Next up, Madden NFL 15. Yeah, I believe this was the jump to. Yeah, this was the entry after the awkwardly titled NFL 25 because they did that to celebrate the 25th anniversary instead of calling it NFL 14. But when it actually came time to releasing the game for the 2025 season, they just called it NFL 25 again. So we have two games that are like that bear title Madden NFL 25 in it. That's so bizarre. Then we finally have NBA 2K20, the last PS4 game that I have here. So, yep. And there's some bonus content here, but I doubt I can even. Yeah, let me see if I can even use it. I doubt it, but oh, actually, it's on the. Okay, that's a bit weird. Oh, yeah, okay. There's a code here, but I think the code is done. And yeah, the code's expired. Code expires 9/09/2020. Yeah, it's useless now. Since again, they always shut down the servers after only a couple years. Okay, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay, next. So we have. Let me turn it to the side here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 PlayStation 4 games. That's 8 plus 69. That's 8 plus 69. 8. That's 77 now. We're up to 77. So let's actually quickly count. Let's go finally to the Xbox one. Let me just count it quickly here. 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. So I got a total of 88 games. I got an additional 33 for another $10. So basically, for $10, I basically paid like, wow, I paid like 33 cents. Or no. Yeah, okay, I think it's about 3 games, basically around 3 games per dollar. Which, okay, that's, yeah, about 33 cents. Yeah, that sounds about right. Which, yeah, that's even better than the original deal of 50 games for 25. That's really nice. But as for the games themselves, yeah, a lot of them are repeats, like NHL 20. NBA 16. Okay, that's interesting. He had NBA. He had most of the NBA games, on PlayStation 3. Then for some reason, the latest game he had on Xbox, he had uh, NBA 2K15 on Xbox 360, and then he moved over to Xbox One. That's interesting. Next up, Disneyland Adventure, Xbox One console exclusive. Okay. Okay, there's a bit of water damage, unfortunately, but whatever. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not 88 games because I'm missing one. I'm actually missing one, so it's actually 87. But that's still, still a really good deal. Still a really, really good deal, you know. And what the heck happened here? My goodness. Okay. All right. Okay, the game case is a little busted here, sadly, but whatever. We got Disney Infinity 3.0. Okay. Okay. I will probably not be keeping that because the problem with the Disney Infinity games on Xbox is that they use different they use different portals or whatever you call them. And UFC 3. Okay, that's interesting. This one, oh, it's an Xbox One X enhanced game. Okay. Released. When was this released? 2018. Okay. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. This is not UFC 3. It's NHL 16. What? Then where the heck is the actual NHL 16? Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. NBA 2K14. Okay. He's got NBA 2K14 for PS3 and Xbox One. Okay. I'm going to assume that the Xbox One version has some next gen features. That's generally how it is with some of these ports. But let's actually look at. Okay, we another copy of NHL 15, NHL 19, which I already have on Xbox Games with Gold. But hey, you know, if I don't have Game Pass or Games with Gold, at least now I got a copy here. And then finally, NBA Live 16. This is, I believe, one of EA's last attempts at a basketball game before they gave up. And yeah, it's the right game. So yeah, most of the games, yeah, pretty much all the games are the correct one, except this one. Pity, great. Now I actually kind of want UFC 3, because I mean, come on. I already, actually, no. Yeah, okay. All right. I don't think I have NHL 16 in here, so that actually works out a bit. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this video, guys. I mean, how many Xbox One games do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I already counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 Xbox One games, 10 of which are actually in the correct case. But yeah, I got about 87 games. Maybe I miscounted a few here or there, but I'm a bit tired now. I gotta sort this out a bit later after I end this video. But for now, if you like what you saw and would like to continue seeing more of these sorts of videos, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Good night, everybody.